6 News at noon continues.
We are back, and the Better Business Bureau is here today with a warning. Before you give, make sure you really know who you're giving to. Jason Meza joins us now. And what prompted you to explore this particular topic today?
Sure. Every time in the news major events happen, mass shootings, we always tend to see scammers pop up, taking advantage of the situation, creating false websites. People are compelled to give online other times. So unfortunately, scammers know this. They tend to take advantage and set these sites up. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of oversight looking into these websites. So unfortunately, people fall victim.
Now, are you seeing specific examples of this happening?
We have seen, especially with the El Paso tragedy that happened last weekend, GoFundMe is a very popular crowdfunding platform that people use. Unfortunately, they're not big on the they're not fast to examine and to verify these sites that go up quickly. So they might have got $100,000 or however much money they've gathered in a short amount of time. But again, people won't catch on for quite a while. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some ways to keep from being a victim. And you mentioned this. Verify the charity that you're giving to, and they can do that at give.org.
Right. Better Business Bureau does have a separate charity review website, which is called give.org. You can read some reviews about them, see the grade rating, and kind of have a track history, find out what the history is with that organization. So it's always better to review before you give.
Now, you mentioned crowdfunding, obviously the one everybody knows, GoFundMe. You need to know for what people are trying to do, is this really the best option or not?
Correct. If you ask questions, normally the organizer will be glad to share how they're related to either a family or a victim or the tragedy itself. Those vague appeals that just are very generic and don't describe a lot into what they're doing or how they're going to use the money will really tell you a whole lot about the charity or about the site.
And just, you say that, a lot of people, I think, are embarrassed to ask how the money is going to be used. They don't want to impose, right?
Correct.
But you say you need to go ahead and ask the question.
If it's not already laid out for you, or you can, in the description, you should, because again, you could offer to help more or find out if there's a bank account or if there's another way you can also help to volunteer time in addition to money.
So how is this going to be used? When are the victims going to get it? I mean, I assume as soon as I give it, they're going to get it.
Correct.
May not be the case.
You might assume that, but again, sometimes they'll string it along and try to collect money and give it to them at a later point. Funeral expenses, whatever they're going to use the money for, they just need to explain really why they're going to use it.
All right, so if people want to know more, I know there is a website that you guys have that they can go to particularly about giving after a tragedy, right?
Correct. bbb.org/giving after tragedy. You can read more about it, and of course about give.org before you make that donation as well.
All right, good stuff. We appreciate it. As always, all of this is on christv.com. Go there and you'll find the link to the places that we talked about. Thank you, Jason.
Yes, sir.